Through you, Madam Chair. I believe on the day in question that Ms. Wren is talking about at the park, Mr. Kobitz was already off duty. He was out of work already. He was also in Elizabeth at a health. Hold on a second. He was at a health and wellness committee meeting, I believe, which ended around 3 o'clock that day. And he also had another stop at a public service road job, which was on Boxwell Road, I believe, in Union that day. I believe he was heading there from Elizabeth on that day, and Ms. Wren says around 3:23, so I guess he was on his way there. His day actually ended, I think, probably around 2:30 that day. I think on that day he started around 6:15. There's a lot of times he'll start earlier in the morning just to get a lot of paperwork done before anybody gets into work or before the contractors are out there, so he can go out to the sites and meet the contractors early in the morning. I'm kind of glad he actually drove through the park. He saw something a little, unordinary, and he drove through the park. I guess he noticed that nothing really was going on that was really to his concern. He drove right through the park, drove right out, and just kept going down on the road. I was notified that he was there. I looked actually on Ms. Wren's website. There was a video of it, and I looked at that website and I watched the car drive right through the park. He was concerned. He's an employee of the county, which I would expect every employee of the county, or anybody that works for me, if they see something that's really not ordinary, that they would just drive through, whether it's a park, whether it's another building, which is county owned or whatever, that he would drive through and look at that. And so he did that, and then he was heading down to Boxwell Road. I believe there was an inspection for public service. They had a trench that was a little bit too deep, and he had to inspect it to make sure it was up to the surface on the road before the end of that day. And I believe the other day in question, his day also ended before 3 o'clock that day. It was also a day that he started earlier in the morning to get a lot of paperwork done early in the morning. With Mr. Kobitz's job, he is in charge of all the contractors that are on all the 176 miles of road that Union County does cover. So he has a big responsibility. He's in charge of a lot, and if you could just understand, whether it's the water company, the gas company, the electric company, somebody working on our road or within our right of way, Mr. Kobitz is in charge of that. So he has every right to be on every road that we have within the county during any time. Hope that helps out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.